And the illusion of motion frequently is given by the fact that a little bit of swamp light appears here, it goes out, another one appears over here, that goes out then, but the illusion as viewed from a distance is that the objects have moved back and forth. And sometimes this gas will gather into a ball and actually float away. I cannot prove that marsh gas is the full explanation of these sightings, but it does appear to me extremely likely. I am, after all, an astronomer and not a chemist. And I've pointed out that swamps are not the normal province of the astronomer. He usually has his eyes trained toward far loftier places.
If you care enough to dig beyond YouTube videos, you will find that Professor Hynek went much further on this 26 March day by stating, "A dismal swamp is a most unlikely place for a visit from outer space," and "No sensible pilot from Earth or another world would pick a swamp for a landing."
And I can't see a thing. Just hang on. I'm going to start the landing cycle.
What is it that we keep hearing about? You had mentioned it in your book that it was a common theory, swamp gases. Is that a significant explanation for a certain percentage?
No,
it is not.
No, it isn't. That was a very...
And we've been told that it is by some so-called, authorities.
Well, this was a... You've got me on the spot there because I was the one who perpetrated that thing.
You're kidding me.
Way back in Michigan, in Hillsdale, Michigan.
Yes.
The pressure was mounting for an official explanation. There were more than 60 newsmen jammed in at that news conference. I gave what I thought to be at that time the only scientific explanation possible for the faint lights in the swampy area. I made the statement that it could be swamp gas, and even though I went on to emphasize that I couldn't prove it in a court of law, that was the full explanation for these sightings. Well, the press picked up the phrase, swamp gas, and rushed off to the telephones, and I was to come into a great deal of criticism over it.